everyone. I have a big announcement. I just booked Stove's Cabin Crew's first paid gig, and it's tonight at 10 p.m.
No way. Where is it?
A child's 10th birthday party?
A family reunion?
A retirement home?
Pizza party?
A rodeo?
Claudia's Fab at 50 birthday extravaganza?
No, you sillies. It's at this cool new comedy venue called Patricia's Candy Club.
Natalie, I don't know how to tell you this, but Patricia's Comedy Club isn't a comedy venue, it's a music venue.
Oh no!
Well, what are we going to do now? They're expecting us to perform a music set in an hour and a half?
Cool down, everyone. I think we can handle it.
You mean you think we can become a power girl band by 10 p.m.? I have been dreaming of this day since I got my first buy one get one Hot Topic sale.
I mean, I already have the tattoos.
And I have a sick haircut.
I maintain the year-round spooky aesthetic.
I hate authority.
I have, well,
Vocal training.
Expertise.
Songwriting skills.
The ability to play a musical instrument?
The power to carry us all on your back musically?
Original music available on Spotify, Apple Music, and iTunes.
exactly. See, we've had exactly what we've needed all along. Each other.
Are we a punk rock band now?
But what are Julianne and I gonna do?
Yeah, Allie and I thrive off of our wholesome yet authoritative image.
Fuck authority.
We're so sorry. We're so sorry.
It seems like you two need to change your looks.
Whoa!
Well, what is all of that?
And how did I get this guitar?
It's $100,000 of saved up hot cash. You know, that's currency from Hot Topic. You remember that.
The legend.
Could it be true?
Yes, it is true. I am the Hot Topic chosen one.
What is this legend?
They say that the first person to earn $100,000 in hot cash is guaranteed supercharged counterculture / alternative / goth / rock and roll / punk / teenage rebellion / angst powers.
I mean, we always knew Casey was this powerful, but this is next level.
That's right. I can turn any goody two-shoes, rule-following, teacher's pet, tattle-telling nerd into an alternative badass in my likeness, only using my mind and a musical montage. Hit it!
joke now.
Thank you so much, Casey. We couldn't have ever done it without you. I mean, ah!
And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
You better enjoy the show.
Or else.
Yeah.
I am such a proud fairy goth mother.
Okay. Hope you enjoy the show, or I guess whatever. I really don't care if you approve of it or not. Cool. Yay, we'll do a little break and clap. Welcome, everyone, to Feminist Comedy Night in its most rock/hardcore form that you've never, ever seen before, because we are a girl band now who will not be performing live music, but we are still one, and that counts enough. We have a great show for you tonight, and we are also fundraising for Stop AAPI Hate. I believe that link is in the bio of this YouTube video. So please show this amazing organization some love tonight. We'll be giving you check-ins, giving some updates, and so you can see kind of how we're going. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. And what's more punk? What's more rock and roll than emotional turmoil and fluctuations in emotions? And I think the only logical thing to do now is to play a game we call Emotional Baggage. So can I please get everyone in this game up? And if you're not, we will see you shortly. Cool. So I don't know how much delay we're operating on, but we do need a one-word suggestion of anything at all for these three women to start their improv scene with. In the meantime, say hello to some people who are here in the chat. Michael Brennan, as always, already active in that chat and going. Siddharth, who's a beloved Stoves member, also in that chat. So is Adina, a Stoves alum. Marielle and Margot are here. This is fantastic. Already getting so much love and hype and excitement for that intro. And yeah, I guess you'll hear my little ask when you're ready, but feel free to pop off in that chat all night. And you know what? Punk isn't about following the rules. So just feel free to throw a random suggestion in the chat anytime tonight, anytime whenever the mood strikes you. Yeah, I don't know, Julian, how are you feeling after that whirlwind transformation?
I didn't get my earrings on, but it felt like theater magic. I mean, it felt like real magic that Casey has. I'm living inside this world.
Yes. Casey does indeed have magic that we have been exploiting to run this show virtually all year round. And now we just have used it in another form. Okay, it looks like this stream is catching up, so hopefully we'll get some suggestions soon. Everyone looks so
get my earrings on.
Okay. That's all right. We'll give you a moment.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, you guys. There's too much pressure now.
Okay. The pressure's not. You do it at your own pace, in your own time.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see. The first suggestion is going to come from Frankie, who's also a Stoves alum, and it is aquarium.
So, this new shark that we've brought into the tank, I don't know about her. She's been causing a lot of drama among the sharks, don't you think?
Well, I heard from the starfish stuck to the side that she was just swishing her tail so vigorously that they were getting unstuck. And yeah, I think that counts as drama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I respect the new shark. You know, she's just living her best life though. You know, she is really saying, fuck this tank. And I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Contempt.
I just don't understand how Chrissy the tiger shark can waltz into our aquarium and stir up all this drama with the starfish. I think she either needs to get her own tank or get her way on to a different aquarium. This is the aquarium of the Pacific where we have standards, don't you think?
I think so too. The starfish are also the stars of this show. So genuinely, I think this shark just needs to actually just take a look at the rules before she enters the ecosystem, as it were. And I think that you just really need to get off your high seahorse.
Gloating.
I don't know. I think that, I guess, I understand how you must feel just so great about just bringing all of this, like, this inciting incident into our ecosystem. But, like, honestly, I think that bringing these starfish, these stars of the show, I think that I just really made this, and that you're just trying to, like, just take this away from me, and like that's not gonna happen because like the starfish are literally stuck to the top of the tank, and there's no way the shark is ever gonna make it there. And I just
Okay,
think
well,
you should know about the hierarchy.
I'm sorry, but as the Aquarium of the Pacific social media manager, I'm looking at our Twitter right now, and Chrissy the Tiger Shark is trending, and the starfish haven't been trending since what, 2016? So I don't know. I bet that as the person who brought in Chrissy the Tiger Shark, she and I should just move on to bigger and better things. You know, a bigger tank, maybe her own show. Yeah.
Humiliated.
Oh my goodness. The viral video of Chrissy the Tiger Shark. It's just so awful. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why she ate all of those clownfish in front of the children. I'm embarrassed. I really am. I don't know what to say. I have been an advocate for her for so long, and she would just do this to us. I don't want to talk about it.
I didn't even like her, but oh my god, this sheds a horrible light on all of us.
Yeah, the kids love the clownfish. They literally call all 20 of them Nemo, and they're gone. And
Sarcastic.
I mean, if there was one left, he could be called Nemo for real.
I mean, that's a great idea. I'm so glad that you're bringing all of these excellent ideas into this meeting today, Juliana.
I mean, sorry that I can't bring amazing sharks that are just gonna eat up our like ticket-selling fantasia of water, but okay, I guess.
Okay, but at least I brought in something that people are watching online. I'm sorry.
And what is that?
A fucking great meme. That's what it is.
And
You
it's doing it.
posted Chrissy the Tiger Shark eating the clownfish?
Yeah, it's all over TikTok. You should see it.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting on the line with HR right after this.
And scene. All right. Wow, that was fantastic. So much emotion, so much stake, so much drama for this tiger shark that I felt personally involved in it. And I feel personally involved in the material of our next stand-up as well. Because it's something I think we can all relate to. Yes, thank you, Julianne, Juliana, and Casey. Another round of applause in that chat. Our next stand-up is talking about something very, very relatable in her very funny, unique way. Everybody give it up for Layla Williams.
Woo!
Yeah!
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah,
Hi.
Layla.
Hello. Hi. So, I don't know about other people, but like there's some things about myself that I just know, and they're completely unfounded. There's no I could actually know them, but I do. Like for example, I know that if I ever did coke, I would just have a heart attack and die immediately, right away. It would just be, and I would be gone. And I know you probably think I'm exaggerating for the sake of comedy, because like tons of other people do coke and don't die. But for real, I would. When I take a hit off of my inhaler, my heart starts racing, and I think I'm gonna die. And that's a life-saving medication, but 2 puffs of that shit and I'm down for the count. Almost every single medication actually that I've ever taken, I've Googled in a panic, like ibuprofen heart attack, because it's always a heart attack. And then Google is like, well, if you take too much ibuprofen, you know, you might have a heart attack if you take it too often. And I'm like, well, that's it, I'm dying. Or that thing where you're nervous about ODing on vitamins, which I know like tons of you guys experience. I know I'm not gonna die from one too many Flintstone vitamins, but I might. Another thing that would genuinely kill me is pregnancy. First of all, if I was ever pregnant and experienced any of the side effects, nobody would ever hear the end of it. I'd be like, oh my god, I woke up this morning and I was so nauseous, I puked. I think I have stomach cancer. No, you're pregnant. Like my boobs are sore. I swear this time it's breast cancer. It runs in my family. No, that's pregnancy. Very common symptom. I missed my period again. It must be polycystic ovary syndrome. Layla, that is literally the symptom of pregnancy. Also, why is that the first thing that you came up with? And then, like, besides that, when it was time to have the baby, I would be going into labor like, actually, never mind. I don't think I can make it today. And everyone would be like, what the hell do you mean you're literally going into labor? The baby is exiting your body. And I'd be like, okay, no, I'm not doing that. It's not coming out. I changed my mind. Haha, psych. I actually have to go. My Uber is outside. Does anyone know what the fuck a 2017 Toyota Highlander looks like? I don't know what cars look like. And then I'd get on Google when I had a contraction, and I'd be like, pelvis squeezing pain feeling, not on period. And I'd be like, guys, I think I have cervical cancer. And they'd be like, no, you're literally in labor. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm in labor. Fine, let's go. But then I'd be having a panic attack. And like when I'm in a lot of pain, I get hot flashes and sweaty. And basically I would be in labor convincing myself I'm gonna die of a heart attack. Not from birth complications. It's always a heart attack. They hand me the baby. It's like, oh, it's a beautiful, healthy baby girl. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Listen, I'm having a heart attack. Do you guys have any aspirin? Because in like 6th grade health class, they told us that if someone is ever having a heart attack, to give them aspirin. Side note, like funny how I don't remember middle school, but what I do have is a comprehensive mental list of random symptoms of my imminent death. Anyway, that's something I've done before, is take an aspirin just in case. Like, hey, if I'm not having a heart attack, no big deal. But on the off chance that I am, then I have the aspirin, you know. And like that's not even how it works, though. Like you're not having a heart attack and you pop one aspirin, and it's like, okay, never mind. I'm sure there's more to it. But also that thing where apparently sometimes women's heart attack symptoms are like different than men's. It's like cold sweat, nausea, shortness of breath, chest squeezing, pain in one or both of your arms. Thanks for that, because those are literally the exact symptoms of my anxiety minus the arm thing. And when I already have the other 4, it's like so easy to convince myself that my left arm hurts and I need to take an aspirin stat. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. But does anybody know a good therapist in the New York City area? Thank you. That's it.
Woo! Yes, Layla. Pop up in that chat. Pop up in that chat with the name of a good therapist for Layla.
Yeah, genuine question. If you guys have anyone, just pop their comment or their contact info like in the comments, please.
That was fantastic, though. something very relatable, I think. Especially the pelvic cramp pregnancy thing was very relatable, because that is a big fear. But something else that I'm scared of is that we don't have a band name, audience. And what better way to come up with a band name than to have you all participate? Okay, so if you have an idea for a band name that the Women of Stoves can take on, please pop off in that chat, and we'll vote by the end of the show or the next bit or whenever we get enough. And you will get to name this band, and we will enter the Rose Hill Battle of the Bands under that name, if we like it enough. So who's to say? Who's to say what's happening?
Is it time for me to announce the next thing?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a very special lady coming out to talk to us. You may be excited to talk to her, or she may just approach you randomly on the street, but we have a very wonderful character. Let's get her on out here. I want her to be a surprise in all of her glory. Okay. A character by Hannah Bowen.
Ooh. Woo!
Woo! Hello there. Are you a bag boy? Oh, I thought that they got rid of child labor when I was your age, but I guess not. Oh, you're 26 years old. I didn't ask you. I'm Marianne Knight of the Upper West Side, and you 89 years. I don't need you shoving your useless information in my face. Oh, paper or plastic? Peruvian silk, darling. Oh, why do I have these bags on my hands? Well, I had a servant just like you, but I lost him in 2018. I know, tragic. Seem to find another butler of the right fit for me, and with these times of hardships, I think you can understand. You know what? You should work for me like you kind of do now. You just come over after work, assist me for a few hours. Oh, you end your shift at 11 p.m. You need to sleep. I thought servants never slept. Don't drop my fucking croissants. Anyways, hitherto me wearing these nasty things in all my years, I never thought they would have the shopping characters be made of plastic. I dare never touch such a substance. Why not make these handles of marble or gold plate? It rather frustrates me. I have to say, today I have to go to this circuit show at a store called Morton Williams because Zabar's was closed. Oh, all sorts of people are here, even little humans like you. I mean, not like you, maybe. They were the most atrocious because of their whining cries and booger-filled faces. I was most appalled. Mother never brought me to grocery stores, nor she went herself. I always loved Mother, but I couldn't seem to align myself with her. Mother always told me to marry and get out of Manhattan, but my third husband is the city. Where are you summering to? Summering to. Where are you going in the sunlight to escape this reality? You can't. At these times, I know we all have to wear a mask, but you can find a bubble out there in the Hamptons, I bet. I remember the days in my abroad trip to Venice where we followed and wintered in Paris. It was divine. Boy, I must say, I did not seem to find any caviar in this cheap-priced market. Can you find it for me? You don't have any. I just say, I initially thought this place was a pigsty, but it might even be worse than that. Maybe like a Saks Fifth Avenue on New York Fashion Week. Oh, I have to pick it out. Can I charge it to room 8C, please? It doesn't work that way. This is another instance of discrimination of the older rich socialites of the Upper West Side. You can't walk around the city without plebeians breathing into your purses for cash. And well, I only have bonds from the GameStop stock. Oh, my grandson gave them to me, and he has been making a pretty penny for himself and his kin. But I do use them as napkins. Fine, I'll give you my Amex card. Try that! Okay. I must go, bad boy, but remember to come over tonight to begin your work. My pearls need organizing.
Wow. Marianne Knight. What can you believe that poor grocery clerk who has to listen to her and deal with all of her store-bought goods? I can't believe it. Casey, how is our fundraising going? Do we have anything? Any update?
I do not have updates, but I will give you updates at the next break.
Fantastic. So that means if you haven't gotten a chance to donate, it's really easy. Go to the bio or the description of this video. You can click on that link. Casey, is there any way you can drop that link in the chat itself?
Yes. Give me 1 moment.
Cool. We'll have that coming for all of you. Some great names already. And some love for Marianne Knight. My third husband is the city. Yes. Lots of talk about divorcees and their power. And I think there's only one thing that's more powerful than an Upper West Side wealthy divorcee. And I think someone who's going to tell us a little bit about that is someone who's equally powerful, which is Juliana. Yes.
Ooh.
Woo!
Hi. Hello. It's been a rough year, hasn't it, guys? Like, we're all here, we're all on Zoom, and like not seeing people, not seeing friends regularly, like that really takes a toll. And like I spent a year in isolation in Brazil, and I just got to campus, just moved to New York City, and like so much has changed since I'd been free in the world. And it's funny because you only really acknowledge the habits that you had in the past once those circumstances are no longer present. And that's exactly the case with the pandemic for everyone. Like for me, for example, the other day I realized like I used to go to the bathroom with my girlfriends all the time when we went out. Like, and it's not an uncommon thing, but it's weird once you think about it. Like banding together to brave the adventure that the bathroom holds. Like we're the Fellowship of the Ring or something. Like we'd be at a McDonald's, small town, and it goes something like, what you need to amiga, Nina needs to check her lipstick. We need to go, and we'd grab our hiking staff and our wizard, and then off we'd go. I never realized it before, but I miss that now. As a woman, I miss being part of a Hobbit entourage, and yeah. We have weird habits, and isolation makes me contemplate that. Like, take our Hobbit entourage, for example. Very frequently, inside Entourage, we as Hobbit women partake in this wonderfully weird variety of girlfriend activity called hot girl shit. And hot girl shit can mean anything. A walk in the park, hot girl shit. Going to the movies to shit talk other movies, hot girl shit. Arson, hot girl shit. Trader Joe's, hot girl shit heaven. That is the hot girl shit promised land, Trader Joe's. We'll call another Hobbit, obviously, and make an afternoon of it. And it's like, it's not even like the discounted flowers or the fresh produce that like makes the Hobbit hot girl feel at home. Like, no, it's the frozen everything and somehow synthetically enhanced hummus that gives us that hit that just awakens the power within us to cut through bullshit every day. So yeah, I never realized how wonderfully weird we are as women. And there's one thing that just absolutely sends me, and that is female communication. We vibe. Girls, we vibe on spiritual levels. Like I told you guys, I moved to campus, and like a couple of weeks ago, a few friends and I were having dinner in the lounge, and this girl and I, like we knew each other sort of at the time. We started talking about how hard it is for a woman to walk alone at night in New York City. And she had a situation where she asked a mutual guy friend of ours to pick her up downtown. And like, I felt that. We all feel that. And like me, she's from a developing nation too. So we shared that perspective as well. Like when we talk more and more, we get the same questions from people here, like, oh shit, no Hulu, how are you alive? Like, and other stuff of that level of sensitivity. And she's talking about the good and bad in her country. I'm talking about mine, and we vibe. But we don't hang out much after that. Different circles. Until fast forward a week, my best friend and I are in a situation where we don't feel safe getting back to campus alone either. And so we call that guy friend, and he was at a thing, and the girl was there too. Absolute king. He comes, and the girl comes with him, like a G, like G for Gandalf. Like Friday night plans to check on us because she felt the same thing that we felt just a couple of weeks back. She'd been there too. So yeah, there's these wonderful things that happen when girls band together, especially when we're so encouraged to tear each other down all the time. Like truly wonderful things. However, the world may actually be onto something in keeping us apart. I know I've written this love letter to female friendships, and this may seem out of left field, but upon contemplation, for the safety of the world, make that clear, it might be safer to just have girls hate each other. Like, have you ever met two girls who used to be jealous of each other, but are now best friends? Fucking terrifying. Like, no insecurities there. It's basically repurposing nukes as fireworks. Like, that shouldn't be allowed. And I couldn't have appreciated that if we hadn't been isolated for so long. Like, girls, we're terrifying. We're freaking terrifying. We can remove bloodstains. How much you want to bet that women serial killers have a much easier time not getting caught? And we can communicate like telepathically, obviously, and we can correctly like estimate people's credit scores from an Instagram post. Like, what the heck? And yeah, we're confident we build each other up. The government isn't prepared for that shit. Like, there's no plan to contain that kind of power. So like, I guess like the only thing to do would be to like maybe, I don't know, like start spinning some narrative about how women are like weaker or more fragile or like something to that effect. I don't know. I haven't workshopped that yet, but yeah, this might really get out of hand if we let women think they're as powerful as they really are. Thank you.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Yay.
Thank you so much, Juliana. So funny. We all know that G is for Gandalf, so I am just glad that you made that really known tonight. Our next game is going to be Oscar-winning moment. So if we could get the cast of Oscar-winning moment on out here.
Oh,
This is a game where
I just put on. I had that, that Mary Ann tutorial, so I had to put that on.
let it drive your performance. So basically, here's the thing. We've got 3 excellent actors out here, Oscar worthy, if you will. And we're gonna get a suggestion. I already have asked the chat. Jack says don't listen to Margot. Margot says the Suez Canal. We'll let some more trickle in. And once we get that suggestion, these 3 lovely ladies are going to do a scene in which they each have a moment that is Oscar worthy. And I will say, Layla, this is your Oscar winning moment. And then she'll take it away and you'll be stunned. And that's how it is gonna work. And let's see. Siddharth wants to know what his credit score is, if anybody has suggestions, guesses. Okay, I'm gonna go with David's suggestion of cargo shorts. The world awaits you.
I just went hiking and I found the best cargo shorts at Whole Earth Production Company. Trust me. You know the brand though?
What brand?
It's Michael Bublé's brand.
He has a
Oh,
brand
that's-
of those now?
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're kind of like, what's it called? Sheer? See?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Sheer cargo shorts. You see,
Interesting.
I don't know if I vibe with that because
Layla,
listen,
this is your Oscar winning moment.
as you guys may know, I am a cargo short connoisseur. Look in my closet. It's cargo shorts, cargo shorts, cargo shorts, cargo shorts. Mostly beige, but I do have one for every color of the rainbow too. That's just how many there are. It's that like the colorful ones don't even compare to the beige ones. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Sheer cargo shorts? an abomination. The whole point of cargo shorts is to completely hide anything that's going on for you down there. Anything, any shape, any kind of allure, anything you have, gone with the cargo shorts. Sheer cargo shorts. And what? You can see through them? See to the underneath? I don't need people seeing the mid thigh to waistline of my body. I just don't need that, and that's why I choose cargo shorts. So quite frankly, Mr. Bublé is picking a bone with me. I have a bone to pick with him. He's picking a bone with me by having these sheer cargo shorts, if you could even call them that. Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, I call myself a Michael Bublé fan, and I am loving these shorts. I'm more into, vulnerability, showing my transparency.
Hannah, this is your Oscar-winning moment.
And sometimes that involves showing your crack. Just show that crack, because sometimes that's a way to make a friend. Okay, I've met many friends through these sheer ass cargo shorts, and they come with pants. They're the zipper ones, they zipper off and turn into shorts. Like, it's so good. And Michael Bublé's little fantastic signatures on the ass, and it just snaps the crack together. Okay.
See, I'd have to disagree with you both on what's most important in cargo shorts. I have to say it's the pockets. Do they have decent pockets?
That's fair.
I need to know if I can fit everything in the cargo shorts.
Allie, this is your Oscar-winning moment.
Because if I go hiking and I can't fit everything, what am I going to do? What if I get lost on the trail? You guys know that's happened to me before. And you know what I was wearing? Those stupid biking shorts. I couldn't fit anything. I had no resources, and I was left for dead. But in my new cargo shorts, no, I can fit everything. I got my phone, my water, my trail mix, my extra trail mix, and I'm set. Even if I get lost there for 17 days, I'm always set. But if those Michael Bublé shorts don't have pockets, then I just can't love them. So I hope they do, because I need to be stocked for 17 days on the trail.
I mean, they have a solid 6 pockets, I would say. But the optimal is 8. But
I think if there's one thing that we can all agree on, it's, fuck bike shorts. Why do they even exist?
I agree.
They're useless.
Fuck bike shorts.
Fuck bike shorts.
just like
I'm glad that we could bridge our differences.
This is the ensemble's Oscar-winning moment.
We really are.
I hate bike shorts.
We hate bike shorts. And
bike
now we're
shorts
best
suck.
friends forever because of that.
guys, I feel God in this one whole earth provision cove.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. And it's in cargo shorts.
Yep, I'm really feeling it with you guys.
You guys want to get some gloved shoes with me?
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love to. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
And scene.
It.
Wow. That was just
Woo!
give them all Oscars. They all deserve it. And since we're musicians now too, let's get some Grammy. Let's get all the awards in here. Everyone in the show deserves an EGOT, in my opinion. Casey, I assume we have an update, which is why you popped on.
We do. So when I checked it first, we were up to $30, and that was great. And then I dropped the link in the chat, and y'all went absolutely insane. And now we're up to $456.67.
Oh my God!
We'd like to give a huge, huge shout out to Andy Vega, my dad. A even bigger shout out to Sonny Kim, because he saw the $250 donation, goal, and just gave $250 himself.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my mom, Isabella, Jack Rames, Anonymous, Frankie, and another Anonymous. So amazing job, guys. Keep going if you'd like. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. I don't know. I feel like there was a Sunny Kim-based band name suggestion earlier in the chat. And if donations continue the way that they're going, I think that could be potentially how we name ourselves. Unless you all come up with something better or different, feel free to keep popping off in that chat. Wow, truly momentous. I'm so baffled right now by how amazing all of you are, and I'm also baffled on a day-to-day basis by how amazing our next performer is. Everybody, give a warm welcome, round of applause to Sajani. Yeah.
Yes,
Hello. Oh, my hair looks worse. Love it. Okay. So, if you guys have paid attention to the news at all recently, you know that there's a lot of controversy around the Sarah Everard case and sexual assault. How the fuck is sexual assault controversial? I don't know. Maybe ask the white men that have made every human rights violation a controversial topic. There's a lot of this attempting to debunk the 97% statistic, which is a UN UK women statistic that states 97% of women between the ages of 18 and 24 have experienced some sort of sexual harassment. And what a lot of idiots that are trying to debunk this aren't realizing is that 97% refers to UK women between the ages of 18 and 24. So yeah, the sample size and the percentage is accurate. Also, has anyone noticed how more men care about trying to prove the statistic wrong than the amount of women that are getting assaulted? Because big yikes, y'all, what happened to facts over feelings? Literally every guy that's been like, no way, it's that much, uses trust me, bro, as their only source. I think facts over feelings only applies if the facts don't hurt their feelings. I mean, if men, or the men that don't believe those statistics on sexual assault are in such a big bubble, they may as well be fucking Glinda floating around in their own ignorance. Like, they really think that just because they haven't seen it or don't consider all the shit they did to be assault, that it doesn't exist. Like, these are the same guys that started Grab Ass Friday in middle school. Y'all remember that? If that's all it takes, shit, I'm gonna just close my eyes around every man I see and be like, y'all hear something? Because if I can't see them, men don't exist. Like, the men complaining about how much hate that they get because of this. I'm sorry, what's the hate y'all are getting? TikTok comments and tweets? Leave it to men to compare literal pixels to centuries of systematic oppression and abuse. And then when a woman does talk about her story, they always say, why not go to the police? And my response to that is always, oh, so you can't read now either, can you? Because the perpetrator in Sarah Everett's case was, yep, you guessed it, a police officer. But haven't you guys heard? Murder is okay if you're having a bad day. Literally, women get shit on for not complying with the stupid standard of being ladylike and blindly polite to every asshole because it's like, wow, someone's PMSing. And then guys who don't even deal with the monthly hormonal fuck-ups just go around mass murdering because they had a bad day. Half of the population has at least 7 bad days a month. And let me tell you, they'd be a lot less bad if we could just murder a few people. Like, can y'all imagine what the investigation was like? The detective's like, do we have a motive? And the police is like, yeah, bad day. And the detective's like, damn, poor guy. Does he want some Burger King? I think they brought back the Beanie Babies and the kids' meals. Oh, yeah, that actually happened, by the way. Get this. There's a new law in Minnesota where if you're drunk, it counts as consent. All right, cool. So that means if I stab a drunk guy, it's his fault, right? Because if you didn't want to get stabbed, why did you get drunk? I mean, surely you were asking for it. You weren't even wearing a metal chest plate. Like, did you even try to defend yourself? Because, I mean, it's probably because of what you were wearing. You were wearing a polyester polo walker? Come on, you should have covered up and put on some armor like the good boys. The length society will go to protect men's fragile ass egos. I'm about to start a fucking drinking game. Like, take a shot every time women lose a right. Of water, of course. Don't want to accidentally consent to getting kidnapped or anything. Does anyone else have like weird things that they do when they go out to like try to deter men? Because like I do my best to make sure guys know that I'm a complete bitch, so they just don't come near me. Like I'll be out with my friends, and every now and then I'll slip in a "I'm a feminist" or like a "Yeah, I don't know why he called me crazy. Like all I did was pry his ear off with a crowbar." And then immediately the creeps are like backing away, like, "Ew, a feminist." And then there's the false accusations. Oh, this one gets me every time. Because not only do men have a higher chance of getting assaulted than they do of being falsely accused, but do you know how many real assaulters just don't get their lives ruined and how many women do? Like, I would ask y'all to read the fucking room, but I guess we already established that you can't read. Like, oh, you got falsely accused? Well, what did you do to make her accuse you? You know, you really shouldn't hang out with people like that. You should have saw the signs that she was going to do something like that early on. But yeah, obviously we can't just ruin the lives of all these promising young men. I mean, who's going to keep the golf clubs in business and run for president? Who's going to take sexual favors in high power positions and then blame women for sleeping their way to the top? And the real kicker is men will really blame women for like not raising men right and then use that as the reason for all this shit. So fathers just get to bust and dust. Like, these are the same motherfuckers that'll say men are less likely to get child custody. Like, oh, okay, so you want custody of the child, and then you're going to put the entire responsibility of said child on the mother. So, like, if you're not responsible for yourself or the child you create, what the fuck are you responsible for? Y'all can't even stand by your opinions enough to not have a fake Reddit profile. Hypocrisy really do be their only strong suit. But that's all for tonight, folks. Tune in next week for another episode of Crimes Committed by Men But Blamed on Women on KAM 21.
Woo!
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing, as always. Yeah, I feel like this deserves like a special moment of reflection this set. So Johnny, your wit is always unbelievable. The metal chest plate bit was fantastic. Men can't read, always fantastic. Wow, that was just, yeah, amazing. And so much love in the chat for you, so Johnny, which you deserve, as always. So that's always great to see. I think we have some more band names in here. Sharon Brennan says the Pop Offettes. That's fun. That's themed. That's a pretty kooky name. Let's see. Oh, Jack was pleased. Jack Ramus was pleased he got mentioned in the same shout out as Sunny. Okay, no comment on that one, and Jack knows why. And yeah, this is just shaping up to be some great audience participation, and I think you'll especially love what we have coming up next. We have a great musician, like an actually like legit musician for all of you that like, I don't know how we booked her, but it happened, and it's just, you'll all have to see for yourselves. Let's see, let's give a warm welcome to our next musician and who will accompany her. I don't want to reveal who she is just yet, but you'll see in due time. Oh my God, she's here!
Well, it has been a crazy year for women in music. Here to talk about her experience is a woman. Oh, sorry, the cue cards got mixed up. I meant here to talk about her experience is a woman in music herself. It's 4-time Grammy-nominated artist Phoebe Bridgers.
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to Zoom.
Hello, we're glad to have you with us today, Phoebe. Now, for those in the audience who don't know, Phoebe caused quite the stir at her SNL performance this season as she finished her set by smashing her Dan electro guitar.
I did, yeah. I was so nervous to play, but it was just so much fun, and it felt so right to finish off. I know it's the end, with just like total chaos, you know?
Sure. I saw on Twitter that people said some really awful things about the performance.
Oh yeah, I try not to let that stuff get to me though. You build a tough skin.
One man said, "Why did this woman, Phoebe Bridgers, smash her guitar on SNL?"
Sorry, aren't we here to talk about my album Punisher today?
Yes, speaking of Punisher, this is a new segment on our show called
Burn the Witch!
No, not that one, audience. This is a game called Punish Her, where we trap women in the midst of a social media storm and force them to relive something they've already dealt with.
I don't think that I agreed to this.
Back to what I was saying. Another person tweeted out, "You know what's really punk rock? Donating to the children."
Yeah, that one was pretty ridiculous. Oh, you mean it? You're serious?
Yeah, I booked you today so you could make an apology.
Wait, an apology to who?
The children?
Whose children? I don't have children.
America's children.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. No.
Okay, if you won't apologize to America's children, then at least apologize to this child.
I'm sorry, whose child is this?
America's?
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll do this. Here's the deal, America's child. Despite the fact that I do not have children, because I am a woman, society still only values me based on whether or not I am fit for their standards of motherhood. And so, America's child, you and I will always be held to an impossibly high standard that no woman actually meets despite how great she is at whatever she does. And I apologize that this is the world you're growing up in, America's child, because I have learned because of this experience that before I make any choice, I am expected to think of the children and do whatever the opposite of what I planned to was. So, the moral of the story is that if anyone feels uncomfortable watching a woman smash a cheap guitar that she bought with her own money, that says more about them than it'll ever say about me. Does that make sense, America's child?
Yeah, I think so.
Good kid. You know what? You seem pretty cool, America's child. So I want to do something special for you.
Really?
This was the first guitar I ever owned. It's a little bit small for me now, but I mainly just keep it for sentimental reasons. But I think that maybe it would be pretty punk rock to donate it to the children.
No. Phoebe, control yourself. Phoebe, don't do it. Remember the children, please. No, Phoebe.
Baby smash! Oh, oh my God.
That was awesome!
Please, someone get America's child out of here. I'm so sorry, folks at home. That's a wrap on our segment. Punish her. Good night.
Wow. So good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
All right, it looks like we have a little bit of an update on the charity fundraiser. We have raised $481.67. I think it was just me and Hannah who donated. So keep it up, see if we can get to 500. And our next guest is the one, the only, the queen of Stowe's comedy, Natalie Grammer.
Woo!
Wow. That's such an introduction. It sure would be a shame to shatter that image of myself with this stand-up set, but I guess we will just see what happens. We've been talking about a lot of things that like influenced our own perceptions of being a woman, and something that always comes to mind for me is like early 2000s rom-coms that I watched a ton of growing up, and that like now looking back on it's like, ooh, they're problematic because of like the really limited portrayals of gender roles, and the horrible outfits like low-rise jeans and fishnet gloves and all of the belts. But what stands out the most to me from these films is the role of the woman protagonist and the way that she falls. Is that it's that every single woman who is the star of all these movies falls in some way, and it's a bit, and everybody laughs, but the male gaze meets her and picks her up and takes care of this like little fragile white feminine subject. And I'm here to say, sorry to like shatter your illusion, but as an expert on falling, those falls aren't real, okay? They are not accurate. And I'm saying this because I fall all the time. I'm not saying the way the falls happen isn't realistic. I mean, Lindsay Lohan falling into a trash can in Mean Girls. Listen, I've been there, okay? I have actually went up to it and slipped on a banana peel in my high school study hall and then fallen into a garbage can in the cafeteria. Wish that were a lie, but it's not. I've also done that, okay? And by done that, I mean when Hillary Duff slipped in the mud and fell in Cadet Kelly, I have slipped not in mud on a surface with a higher friction coefficient, like gravel, and then slipped into somebody, hit heads with her, and gave myself a concussion. All right? Let's see. Kristen Stewart in Twilight falling down icy stairs. Show me something new, Hollywood. Okay, I want to see a protagonist trip up the stairs in between periods in schools and claw the calf of the person in front of her, and then have to deal with the fact that she's stuck, knowing that she now has the skin of this person under her fingernail before she can walk away from the endeavor. Okay? And last, I'm sorry. Oh, you've fallen and you can't get up. Old woman from the Life Alert commercials. I am less than impressed. Okay? I want to see you fall in front of a group of strangers on a tour for university, get up, dig the gravel out of your knees, walk on like nothing happened, and deal with it by not applying to that school because no law enforcement's coming to save you. Hate to break it to you, old woman. Okay? In fact, I guess I just pointed out that my falls aren't like rom-com falls at all. I think you can like equate them more with maybe like trick shots for basketball or like World Star or something where the bit is like hyping it up, and so you're like, how is this thing touching that many surfaces before it hits the ground? That's how I fall. I fell once in middle school walking down the hallway. I slipped on the linoleum. My right foot swept my left, went underneath. I hit my head right on the locker. It ricocheted off, and I was thrown leftwards and hit the left lockers on the other side before catching myself on the ground and walking away. And spoiler alert, the teachers didn't come to help me. They stood there in the doorway and watched. I feel like I fall like I'm on an invisible wipeout course. Like that wall of like the red punching gloves, I'm just constantly trying to dodge, and the floor is covered in soap or like somebody else's tears, except it's just me walking in the rain on my street, and I slip and fall and flail like a marionette that the person controlling it is like doing this for the first time and doesn't know how to work walking. I'm just like glad that America's Funniest Home Videos was finally canceled, because now I can live my life in peace knowing that my neighbors aren't trying to secretly film my falls and then make it so that we can all ridicule and laugh at Natalie on the TV without her knowing it. The other thing about falling in rom-coms that's inaccurate, I guess, is that falls come out of nowhere. I reject the premise of a surprise fall, because you expect me to believe that these women walk upstairs and don't always think about falling when they're walking up the stairs. I know for a fact that's a lie, because my consciousness stops as soon as I see the stairs. It's replaced by a never-ending loop of don't fall. Dear God, Natalie, don't fall. Please, Natalie, don't fall, until I'm past and the stairs are gone and they're only a memory. The other thing is, quite frankly, I wish I fell by surprise. I do. I wish it happened that way, because I fall knowing I'm falling, which is, you know when you sneeze or you're about to sneeze, so you have that pre-sneeze where like your nose itches and it tingles, and there's that jerk in your class that yells pineapple at you to like get you to stop sneezing. That's me falling, except nobody tries to get me to stop. Again, they just let me fall. So I fall for at least 90 seconds on average before I hit the ground, which is the equivalent of stumbling half a block or a full block before face meets pavement. And that would be bad enough if it was a silent fall. But I know myself, and it's not, because I fall audibly, which is, I know I'm falling. My brain goes into save yourself mode, which means I'm like gasping / sputtering belief the whole way. So I'm just like, for like 2 minutes, and people can hear you, and you think again that your friends would help, but they don't. Like, nobody reaches out an arm. They just let you act like some ghost that died 200 years ago has temporarily possessed your body and is so excited by the prospect of having legs again that it forgot what to do with them. They let you fall and hit your face. So do you know what, Hollywood? After all that rant, I have a challenge for you. Okay, challenge for you to do better by women and by women that fall. So the next time that Diane Keaton or Amanda Bynes or Sandra Bullock falls backwards off of a railing in a movie, because that's actually happened, I don't want to see her get up and walk away and laugh it off with the male protagonist. No, I want to see this woman go to the doctor, have to explain the fall to her doctor, have her doctor label it a motor failure, diagnosed accurately with the concussion that she probably has, and rest for the rest of the 1 hour and 20 minutes runtime of the film. Okay? I don't want somebody to like catch her when she falls and like make her feel good. I want everyone to walk on by when she falls. Or if they're not walking by, they are laughing at her. And they can't even get through the phrase, "Are you okay?" Because they probably don't even mean it. It's just a reflexive response. I want to be so embarrassed when I watch a depiction of someone falling on film that I have to check my own legs for bruises, okay? And only then will we be able to unseat the patriarchy that dominates Hollywood, okay? That's my ask for you. Thanks, everyone.
Woo!
I'm back, but in different form now. We have, hey, Julianne.
Hey,
Thanks
Natalie.
for popping in. Wow,
I
where'd
just wanted
you
to
go?
tell you that you did a great job on that set because I didn't want you to have to intro the next bit alone.
Thank you so much.
And to compliment you in front of camera, which I know would go well. So, who do we have next?
We have someone very exciting. We have mentioned her several times. We've spoken to her several times on this call already. It is none other than the one, the only Casey Brennan.
Woo!
Yes!
Hey! Hey guys, we are actually going to take a small break because I need to set I have a presentation for everyone, so I need to set that up real quick, and I don't need you guys seeing everything in the background. So, but I know you guys aren't gonna freaking complain because I'm gonna put Shrexophone on for another 30 seconds. So, we'll see you in 30 seconds. Everybody, so hopefully this works, but I have a little presentation for you guys tonight. So, it's FemCom. There's a lot of things you might be expecting from my performance tonight. You could be expecting experiences of living as a woman in the modern world. Well, you would be incorrect. You could, be thinking, oh, maybe she'll have some well-crafted social commentary on gender inequality presented in a humorous manner. Closer, you are closer, but sadly, no. But what you may think you're getting is 5 whole minutes of me explaining my niche-themed graduation party that is only applicable to the people born in the years of 1995 and 2000. And if you were thinking that, you would be absolutely correct. Hello. Welcome to my 2011 Skrillex-themed graduation party.
Yes.
Pro-vax homies only. Yes. So obviously this is a themed party I'm very, very, very excited about having. We've not had real parties in so long, so obviously this one has to be so amazing and great. And in a theme party, the attire is always so important. So I'm only allowing my guests to wear in, Skrillex fashion, flannels, plain t-shirts that are stretched out at the neck, Skrillex merchandise, which I don't think any of my friends personally own, but I am telling you right now that me having a debit card at age 12 would have been the only thing that stopped me from getting it. And obviously, in pure Skrillex fashion, your hair has to be worn to the side, and no middle parts. Sorry, Gen Z. So, what I'm most excited about for this party is that we're going to have an open bar, of course. And the beverages are all going to be named after your favorite Skrillex songs. And so, obviously, who can't forget Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites? And what would be in that? Well, clearly, a scary Monster Energy drink, a nice Sprite, and Everclear, because I don't want to remember last year either. So next we have Bangarang, which I think it's literally just a shot of Fireball with the remaining Monster Energy drink, because I don't know. Purple Lamborghini featuring Rick Ross. So obviously we need a purple-based grape soda. My friend suggested rosé, like a Rick rosé, but with the grape soda, and will that taste good? No, but you know what we'll down it with? More Everclear. Wow. Okay, and I don't even know this song. Like this, I think this is one of his newer ones. It's called Doompy Poomp. Pop off in the chat if you too want to know what a Doompy Poomp is, because I don't. Maybe it's just the jungle juice, maybe it's something more, who knows. And of course, we have an Ease My Mind, which is just a cold glass of PA's finest tap water, which we will all very much need. Yes.
Woo!
So, obviously, the playlist for the party, what else would it be? You're expecting it. It's Skrillex's entire discography, of course. Now, I know at a lot of 90s themed parties, people play 90s music for first couple hours or so. And then somebody's like, oh, I want to put on Lady Gaga. Well, that's not gonna happen. And you might be saying to yourself, but Casey, won't people get tired of 6 hours and 47 minutes of the sounds of robots having passionate yet kinky breakup sex? No. Well, yes. But not the real ones. Not the real homies. I'm trying to weed out some of these friends, because if you're not gonna, party after a pandemic with me to the sound of for 6 hours and 47 minutes, I'm sorry, but if you're not down with the bass drops, I'm not down with you. That's it.
Yes!
Woo! Casey, that was incredible.
Real.
And I expect an invite.
Yes.
Of course.
I'll prove myself as a real one. I'll listen to Doompy Poomps.
Yeah.
Well, I will listen to that song only if it gets me an invite to your party.
Oh, of course, of course.
Okay, good. Oh, wow. That was fantastic. Lots of love for this PowerPoint in the chat. People want us to name our band Doompy Poom. Yeah, we'll get a consensus.
I heard this one band idea where, well, it wasn't in the chat or anything, but I heard one where it was like my friend's band. So you would just be like, oh, it's my friend's band.
Oh, that's a great thing for shameless plugging. Because, well, you can use shameful plugging. You can be like, oh, my friend's band is playing tonight. And then they don't have to know that you're advertising yourself.
Yeah.
Not that that's a problem I've been having recently with Feminist Comedy Night at 8:30 p.m. live streamed on YouTube.
My friend's Feminist Comedy Night. I don't know if it works in the same way. Oh, we can try though. I got my dad couldn't figure out how to use the chat on YouTube, so he sent a recommendation, which was One Lost Earring, which is a very different vibe. I think we've all had a little bit of earring trouble tonight, so
It made it in.
Also, my mom mentioned to me that Natalie, your stand-up was very identifiable with her.
Oh, good! I'm so glad. That was really the goal: is to capture the realities of life for somebody who falls on a daily basis. Casey, Charlie mentioned something ominous in the chat, which is if you do not bass drop, Casey will drop you.
That's the pun I was going for. Oh my gosh.
Oh, fantastic. Do we have any updates? Anyone have any, has anyone been reminded of a song tonight that was not explicitly mentioned by Casey, since it's not from Skrillex's discography?
So it's irrelevant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, okay.
Julianne.
All day, I could not stop thinking about the Hannah Montana transitions that go like, oh, 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 yeah. And then also the one that goes, yeah, yeah. And I've refrained from using them as the transitions for this entire show. So you're welcome, audience.
Yeah, we care about you, audience. Looking out for you in content and the chat. We have one more thing tonight, and that is a town hall. So, you guessed it, we need a suggestion from all of you. So pop off in that chat with a suggestion as to, I guess let's just do like a one word. Let's do a one word thing, unless somebody wants a phrase. Julianne crushed it with that question. Excuse me, I have officially. I think I need to resign as I'm just gonna. No, please
Don't resign, Natalie. Don't resign. I can't do it without you. No. I'm sorry to notify you guys, but Stoves is canceled. There's no more of it.
Natalie's fallen and she can't get up.
Oh dear God, Johnny, that was perfect.
You revived her with your comedy. Wow.
A true life alert. But yes, Julianne has asked for a non-threatening object you can hold in your hands.
We do have a suggestion if we want to get on with it. Casey Christie says apple juice.
Okay.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the town hall. I'm Farmer Mayor Holmquist, and we got a big problem in this town, and that's apple juice. And I've been putting off this meeting this whole harvest season, but it's winter and we got to crack down on apple juice. So if anybody has anything that they'd like to say, we're either going to get rid of it or we're going to keep it. It's as simple as that, really, but also it is so much worse than that. Old Dan. Yes, I would love to hear from you.
Hello there. I'm old Dan. I've been in the town for many years, and as many know, I have an apple orchard, as they call it, and I love apple juice. Since I was a kid, appy juice has been life. I just really, really need this in these tough times when winter is cold and brisk and my bones are shivering. So please, I'd love to keep the appy juice in.
Okay, so we have an argument for personal taste. Somebody who loves apple juice.
No, it's fact. Apple juice is good.
Uh-huh. And you also own an apple orchard, you said?
Yes.
Okay, conflict of interest.
No, listen, I give the apples to someone else who makes money off of it. I do charity because I have too many. Okay?
Okay, old Dan. We believe you. My problem with apple juice is that gives my kids the runs. And somebody who I think probably can talk about that is pee-pee in my pants. Would you like to go next?
Hi. My name is Peter in my pants. People call me Pee in my pants. And I do have this problem. I actually have an apple juice addiction. And that kind of just really plays into my main problem in life, which is that I cannot stop peeing in my pants. So like what happens is that I get a glass of apple juice, I chug it down, it goes straight to my bladder, and my bladder is bursting. But then I'm like, I could go for another glass, a cool fresh glass of apple juice. I drink it down, it goes to my bladder, which is already full, thus causing me to pee my pants. I do this at home, on my couch, in the grocery stores around town. I'm sure you've all seen me.
Noticed.
When you see that puddle of pee on the ground, that's me. And honestly, I think that the thing that would solve my problem is if apple juice was just canceled from this town, unfortunately. So if you want the pee gone, you got to get rid of the source.
Yeah, thank you for that testimony, pee-pee in my pants. And it's so hard in this Appleton that, we have streams of apple juice running through the streets, but we also have streams of urine running through the streets. And it's just really hard to tell the difference. I'm sure that a lot of people have been having some mix-ups lately? So sorry. Long harvest. I'm really tired.
Diaper. No,
listen, we'll get to his hygiene habits later. If we could get another person to speak on this issue, how about Applejack trademark?
Hi, yeah, hello. I was mentioned earlier with Old Dan. I'm the one who buys the apples off Old Dan, and I just wanted to clear up that all my business is legitimate, okay? And I think I have a solution to offer here for Mr. In My Pants. I feel you. I really feel you. And I found a solution for us to use our apples for something other than apple juice. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's this newfangled idea called cereal. It's basically pencil shavings and sugar, and then you can put fruit in it, and then you can sell it for like 15 times the price. So I'm here to bring my idea, Applejack apostrophe S, because it belongs to me, Applejack's trademark. So just wanted to plug that, see whoever wants to join in the business, as it were.
Oh, pencil shavings for children in this agrarian community where we have apple juice flowing through the streets?
It's great for your colon.
It's vegan.
Oh gosh, I can't even imagine it, but I'm so sorry. Former Mayor Holmquist has to keep her opinions to herself. How about Candy? I'd love to hear from you.
Hi, I'm Candy Apple. You guys know my dad, Macintosh. So we own like the Big Apple Club, and we serve apple teenies there. And I think Apple Jacks would be like a really good snack for that. But I agree with old Dan. I don't think we should get rid of apples, and I think PP should just work on like buying adult diapers or something.
I've had the addiction too, and I pissed my pants many a time. Maybe a shit. I don't remember, but it's terrible. You can get through with the diapies.
Once again, we don't have really any say in pee pee in my pants diaper situation, but we hope that that can happen for you.
No diapers. Not gonna happen. That's all I have to say.
And that's your prerogative, pee pee in my pants. How about, I'm so sorry, could you pronounce your name for me?
Yeah, of course. It's pronounced apple juice.
Okay,
A lot of
thank
people
you so much.
pronounce it apple juice. And just because it's so similar, I really just have been going through a lot with this debate. A lot of people have come to me being like, "Hi, I think we're debating whether or not you should be allowed to stay in the town." And unfortunately, a lot of them are saying no. So I just would like to get this conversation dealt with, and ideally we keep apple juice so that we keep apple juice. So I'm pro apple juice because I'm also pro myself. But I just want to get it figured out so people aren't trying to get rid of me.
Yeah, I mean, nobody in this town wants to get rid of you. Nobody has any beef with you, Appalachias. We have a very surprising guest in the town hall today. Oh my god. It's the ghost of Steve Jobs.
Hello, yes.
Hello?
I am the ghost
Sorry.
of Steve Jobs. I heard y'all have been trying to cancel apples. Is that true? Are you canceling Apple
juice.
products as well?
Just the juice of apples.
Are you going back to Windows? The olden times? Are we pretending it's the 90s again?
Listen, all I know is that I have windows on my house. I have apples in my backyard. And whatever your newfangled technology people walking around, they're not desired here. But we're gonna make apple juice a real thing.
Well, as long as you're keeping with the Apple name, I understand. I used to have an old Windows, back in the day. I understand. But as long as the kids are still buying Apple products, I won't haunt anybody.
Okay. Oh. Whew, did anybody just feel a chill? Okay, well, that was the ghost of Steve Jobs. We're a simple people in this agrarian Appleton. And, if there's some big tech phantasms that want to come in here, I don't think we should be scared, okay? Candy, don't be afraid of your dead father. We have one more person we haven't heard from, and that is Adriana from @AdrianaAssistsApples.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hi. You all know me. I help apples cross to the next life. So, as harrowing as it was to see the ghost of Mr. Jobs here tonight, I did sense his presence, and I have now helped him cross, which is real and valid. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And speaking of apples that I wish would just cross to the next life, that would be apple juice. Okay. And I wish they would not only cross to the next life, but that they would cross to the next town. Okay? I know, former Mayor Holmquist, you brushed over the beef, but those of us who actually spend time with the apples, okay, we do not forgive and forget apple juice. Taking the name of apple from all the apples in this town. I mean, Candy has to go by Candy. What if Candy wanted to go by Apple? No, because we are one apple town, and they're just such a narcissist, okay? And how does this relate to the issue of juice? I know that's what you're all thinking, right? We have to ban it. Because not only is it harmful to the apples, but it gives apple juice a right to think that they have a monopoly on the apples in this town. And I just don't feel like that's very good for all of us. I'll be frank. I'll put it out there. We have enough things running around this town. We've already talked about pee-pee's urine. We've already talked about the pools of apple juice. We don't need somebody else in their physical form making problems for all of us. Sorry.
Adriana from at Adriana Says Apples, that just makes so much sense. And like, I'm sorry, Apple Jess, but like, her logic was just like too tight. Like, I don't even think we can consider letting you stay.
Okay.
Applejack trademark, you want one more comment?
If you were to need somewhere to put Applejass, I might just be able to offer you that destination amid the pencil shavings is what I'm suggesting.
Oh,
have you ever seen Sweeney Todd? Grind up, make the cereal. I'm just suggesting. It's cost effective. It's cost effective and it's good for the children. So just thought I'd put it out there.
Yeah, Applejass, how do you feel about that proposition?
Yeah. So
it's
what
either go or the shavings thing. So
what I'm hearing is my options are either to leave the town that I've grown up with because you hate my name. Thanks, Adriana. Or be murdered and turned into cereal? Is that what's going to be called? That seems like a good name for it.
Either way, you're crossing over, and that's all that I care about.
Adriana, I just want you to know that if I crossed over, I would not pick you to help me.
I wouldn't.
Okay, too much business in the town hall meeting. Old Dan, yeah?
I'm appalled by this prejudice right here. You know, there's many names that apples go by. I mean, Candy. I mean, that's it's it. You're so unique. Every apple is unique. So like, why can't we just have apple juice, a safe refuge for everyone to have some sort of unity? Okay, and apple juice, please take refuge in my home. Please come to my farm. I will keep you safe. I don't have a juice or anything because Applejack trademark obviously has that shit. So.
No, please, Applejass, please come to me. I can't afford the apples to make my cereal. I really, really, really need your flesh right now.
I will protect you.
Okay, you know, I'm just like really developing a moral conscience right now. And like, whoa, a revelation that like we all deserve to live and be here and be happy. Thank you so much, old Dan. And like the fact that that applies to apple juice, whoa. Candy, do you have one last thing to say? We're gonna wrap up real soon.
Yeah, so like I like Old Dan's vibes. Like I get the whole like unity thing, so vintage, but like, and I don't know what Applejack is on. He's on some like weird Criminal Minds shit. But I think we already kind of established. Like I don't want to like contradict you, Mr. Mayor or Mrs. Mayor. But Apple just can't sit with us. Like we already said that. So
that's fair. That's fair. You know what? Okay. Farmer Mayor Holmquist gets one overrule every year for a good harvest. So I'm gonna make the decision. Applejass, you can stay. Applejack, you're pretty murderous and scary, but you're very good for our economy, so you get to stay too. And Candy, we'll just have a couple different lunch tables. You don't have to sit at the same one as Applejass. In fact, she can sit alone or with old Dan because it seems like they've got very good kinship. So I think that we just solved it and we can all go to sleep for the rest of the winter. Yeah?
For sure. I'm not friends with Candy anymore because you wanted to kick Apple Juice out, okay? She's my homegirl, so yeah.
Yeah, well,
Can I just say,
in Appleton. Yeah.
Can I just say these streets will continue to run with urine, my urine. In fact, I just peed my pants right now. And that's all your fault. Goodbye.
Did it. Fantastic. Wow. So much turmoil, so much tension, so many stakes. The ghost of Steve Jobs. Fantastic.
You terrified me. That was great.
Really gonna add a Stove's turtleneck to the Reddit page now. I think not the Reddit, the Redbubble page now.
It was a Freudian slip.
It was a Freudian slip. Uh-oh. Some psychology to end the show? No, thank you. let alone Freud. But okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's all we have in terms of scheduled programming for all of you. Thank you as always, Casey. Are we at any? What is the final donation count?
Sure. Yeah, I would like to make two announcements. One,
Yep.
that last character was a character, Windows Supremacy all day. I said, let's try and get to 500. You guys crushed it. We are at $681.67. And we'd like to thank Hannah's grandmom, Siddharth, Sarah and Rob Bowman, Anonymous, Luke, and that's about it. But thank you so much for everybody who donated. You can still donate even after our show is done if you'd like to. And yeah, thanks for a great night.
Thanks, everyone. Let's do one quick round of what's something that happened in the show tonight that you liked. Chat or people on this call, as who was also intended for.
I liked people.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I liked Natalie's very in-depth descriptions of all her types of falls. Very entertaining for me. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Layla saying that her inhaler is too much for her and makes her heart race is just the most relatable thing, and it cracked me up.
The fact that Oscar-winning moment not only ended with an attempt at a collective Oscar moment, but the fact that that collective moment was fuck bike shorts is phenomenal.
I loved Hannah's wardrobe for her character piece. It was just exquisite.
I loved all of Casey's PowerPoint. It was very detailed. I feel like I learned a lot.
I liked Juliana's line about refurbishing bombs into fireworks. I thought that was classic.
In the chat, my brother is congratulating my other brother's girlfriend's brother for a great show for his participation in the chat, and that's also bringing me some joy.
Yeah, the chat was phenomenal tonight. Thank you to all of you for popping off one and really, truly. Let's see. Did we decide on a band name? Have we chosen one? Do people have a favorite? No. Well,
My vote is for Doompy Poom. Not gonna lie.
I'm here for that.
sure. Yes, Julia?
I was gonna say that I feel like after the donation we should be the sunny one, but Doompy Poom.
I was also gonna say the donation thing, but listen, the club may not always run as a democracy, but this show will. So if enough people prefer Doompy Poom, including the chat members, we will do that.
Gosh, if Jack could remind us in the chat what the Sunny band name was, it was like Sunny and the Sunettes.
Yes.
Also, a shout out to my brothers for supplying every musical instrument I used in this set today. I think they'd appreciate that.
Also, Siddharth is asking what's everyone's rock star names. I think that's worth it.
I have had mine prepared for years, because one brother who has not been mentioned today, we'll just throw them all out there. When I was younger, he told me that I should do a musical act called Julianne and the She-Demons, and so that is mine.
I am gonna pull a move that people pull in class all the time, which is to piggyback off of that. I would be honored to be a she-demon, and I would want nothing more in my life than to be a she-demon.
You're in, Natalie. The audition is signed, sealed, delivered.
going off of that, it's she demons plural. So you need another one. So I'm going to also vote that I'm also a she demon.
Perfect.
On that excellent comment, Julianne and the she demons reminds me of Julie and the phantoms, and there were 3 phantoms in that, so I guess you just need one more. So I'll be a she demon too, I guess.
To circle back on that, I really appreciate that suggestion. So I think I might also be a she demon because that sounds a little bit more fun.
You're welcome. You're welcome as a she demon.
Oh, I just got a chat message. We just got Jack in the chat, and I just got a text from Jack. That is all caps. Sunny and the Sunettes was the band name that he pitched.
Oh, so I remembered it right. And this whole vamping bit was just a happy accident. Okay, Sunny and the Sunettes. Sunny on the sax, the rest of us as the Sunettes, I guess. And we'll be at CAB Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know how that submission goes. Yes. And which name? Maybe we'll set up an Instagram poll so you can vote between Sunny and the Sunettes and Doompy Plume as to what our name is. But if you want more of Stoves, check us out on social media. We are at Stoves Cabin Crew on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We are Stoves Cabin Crew. Redbubble. We are Stoves Cabin Crew. Gmail, guess what? We are Stoves Cabin Crew. And our next show is going to be April 30th, so the end of this month. And that is no joke, because I know it's April Fool's and we've been pulling a prank on you this whole time, but we weren't. That's not a prank. April 30th is the next Stoves show. But if you want to get in touch with us in the meantime, feel free to hit us up on anything. Huge thank you to all the performers tonight who crushed it, from their looks to their sets, and to all of you in the chat. We love you. We're very grateful for you. Heart reacts, and heart reacts again for Casey Brennan for literally making this show possible through the technology.
Woo!
Hey.
And thank you, Natalie, for being a great president. Go back to when you turned your camera off and we fell apart.
No, never. I just ramble during shows. That's my official position. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.